SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. We are previewing Week 13 in college football here at SBR Foreign Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we're talking right now with Troy West from AllPlaysWin.com, who tells me that he went 6-3 against the spread at his premium picks at his site this past weekend, and he also went 4-2 against the spread in college and NFL combined with us. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks a lot, Pete. I think it's been about 3 or 4 winning weeks in a row in college football in the SBR videos. Overall, we were 2-3 on the website, but hey, a winning weekend overall at All Plays Win. We're so excited that bowl season's right around the corner. It's one of our strongest points as a company. We're real excited about it. Things are really starting to elevate right now at allplayswin.com throughout the football season, so I encourage people to come take a look.
All right, sounds great. Now, Baylor at Oklahoma State is the second game that you want to discuss this week, and Oklahoma State's an 8.5-point home underdog. And, I'll be honest, I was researching this game, and I checked the lines at SBRodds.com, and I saw Oklahoma State plus 8.5, and I went to the tech guys. I was like, listen, there's something wrong with the SBR odds feed. You're giving the wrong lines for these games. Then they were like, what are you talking about? And they checked it, and we checked, and it turns out that this is actually the right line. Oklahoma State plus 8.5. Now, I didn't watch Oklahoma State's game last week, so, maybe there was a huge injury that I'm not aware of at the moment. But, should Oklahoma State really be an 8.5-point home underdog here? They're both at the top of the Big 12. I mean, I know Baylor's awesome offense. Their defense is great. But, Oklahoma State's been playing great. They crushed Texas at Texas on the road last week. What gives? Why is Oklahoma State 8.5-point home dog?
Yeah, it's a very odd line. I'm having a tough time figuring out myself, Pete. Watch both these teams play. Baylor's obviously an elite football team. This offense is probably, if not the best offense in the country, definitely in the top 2. Oklahoma State, though, I think they can go hit for hit, and I think Oklahoma State has a better defense than Baylor. This is an interesting one. I've seen it as high as 9 points on a lot of legitimate books, Pete. I got to go with the home dog in this game. I hope to God we're not on a trap, but just seems like too many points. Oklahoma State's played pretty much flawless football all season long. They've tripped up once. Baylor really has not been tested. I know they played Oklahoma, and I think maybe that's why the line's where it's at is the way they manhandled Oklahoma at home. Everything that's been put in Baylor's way, Baylor has taken care of business. This is a team that's really wants to prove their legitimacy as a top 5 team in the country. So I think that's why we're pushing this line over the touchdown mark. But I think Oklahoma State at home, they're well coached. This is a talented team on both sides of the ball. They're good on special teams. Got to go with the home dog here, Pete. I think a small bet on the money line could be worth it, but let's take the 8.5 points here.
Yeah, look, yes, Baylor, they rolled Oklahoma. First of all, that was at home. Second of all, Oklahoma was having serious problems at quarterback, for that game, and they were having some major problems moving the ball this year. Oklahoma State is playing great, and this is only Baylor's 3rd road game of the year, and they went into Kansas State and they won by 10, but still, that's not like a huge blowout win here. And with as well as Oklahoma State playing, there might be just an injury that we're not aware of. Is that possible?
That could be possible. I've looked at the injury report up and down, and I'm actually only seeing guys that are doubtful or out for Baylor. Haven't seen anything on the Oklahoma State side. So unless we're missing something that shows up late in the week, I've looked up and down on the injury report. I'm seeing guys for Baylor potentially out, not Oklahoma State. So my only logic behind this, Pete, is really that Baylor really has throttled just about everything put in their way. And Oklahoma State's defense can be suspect at times. I've seen this team give up a lot of points. So with Baylor's offensive attack, maybe Vegas is thinking this is a 55-45 type game in Baylor's favor or a 45-38 type game in Baylor's favor. So that's my logic on where the line's at. But I'm going to go with Oklahoma State to cover this a home dog.
All right. Well, I'm agreeing with you. The line seems like Oklahoma State has decent value here, and we did address, the question of why is the line where it is. Anytime you see a line that's off, you always want their next question you want to ask is an answer is why is the line where it is, and I think you've answered that sufficiently. All right, Oklahoma State plus 8.5 it is. I'm agreeing with you, Troy.